What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. In this one, we got some news on a potential transfer portal target already for Michigan, as they have made contact with a wide receiver, plus another flip target to watch out for. And we also talk about the latest on a lot of the top flip targets for Michigan in the 2025 class, including some new ones, plus a teammate of a current Michigan commit, very high on Michigan. And we also talk about Quinten Johnson, as he talks about the mentality of this Michigan team, as he talks about bouncing back, having that opportunity to show the world what they can do. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I did want to talk about is a transfer portal target already for Michigan. As some of you guys may remember this name, Indiana wide receiver Donovan McCulley has entered the transfer portal. He entered it yesterday, and if you guys remember, he did enter the transfer portal last offseason. However, he remained at Indiana, but Michigan was a top school in his recruitment when he entered the transfer portal last offseason. Now, according to Pete Nako's of On3, there are already 6 schools that have emerged as early schools to watch, and he listed Ole Miss, Tennessee, Michigan, Cincinnati, Miami, and Colorado. And it appears Michigan has made contact with Donovan McCulley, so it's already a potential transfer portal target for the Wolverines, and it is a pretty interesting one, as during the 2021 season with Indiana, he was actually their quarterback for a little bit there, and he switched over to receiver. Now this season he only has 2 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown, as under Indiana's new head coach he kind of struggled to find a role with the Indiana offense. But in the 2023 season he had 48 receptions for 644 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he was their leading receiver last season, so he definitely has potential. He is a 6'5", 203-pound wide receiver, which Michigan could very much utilize in their offense. Right now they only really have one big and taller receiver out of Amorion Walker, and also Kendrick Bell as well, but Donovan McCulley at 6'5", that could be a dangerous weapon if you can utilize him good. So there is already a lot of schools contacting him since he has entered the portal yesterday, but Michigan is one of those schools and should be a top target in that transfer portal recruitment. And obviously Michigan, they have a bye week this week. The coaching staff for Michigan was obviously out on the recruiting trail, so it should be a big week for Michigan to try and get momentum on the recruiting trail, visit some of their top targets. But there are a lot of flip targets in the 2025 class that Michigan is going after right now. And another emerging flip target is the 2025 3-star UCF commit linebacker Cameron White. He does come from the state of Florida. However, Michigan did extend him an offer in August, but it does appear that Michigan could be in the mix here, as according to E.G. Holland of the Wolverines, Cameron White told him that things are great with UCF. He said, "I'm still committed there, but you never know what can happen." Talking about Michigan, he did say that he likes the linebackers coach Brian G. Mary a lot. He's really cool. I do want to see what Michigan has to offer, but he did say that he is interested in Michigan. He did say that, their defense is great. I've been watching a lot of their games. I like their defense in the linebackers, and I could really envision myself being there and playing in that defense. Now, he is actually set to take an official visit to Michigan November 2nd for the game against Oregon, which should be a big game. And he said, "I'm looking forward to the overall experience, how it is on game day." So Cameron White, the UCF linebacker commit, another flip target for Michigan. And we've gone over a couple of them already. Michigan right now going after the 3-star NC State wide receiver commit Jamar Browder, who right now is a senior riser. Michigan does have a lot of steam in that recruitment. That would be an absolutely huge pickup for Michigan. He is going to be very good. We've talked about the 4-star safety Alex Graham, current Colorado commit, the current Pittsburgh commit Elijah Dotson, who's a 4-star defensive back from Belleville, Michigan, and Michigan has actually been in contact with him a lot recently, as Dotson did tell Brace Merritt to the Michigan Insider that, they've picked up things. When the new staff came in, I didn't have any communication with them, but then he said they came in. We have talked a lot ever since. So that's another flip target for Michigan as well. We've talked about the Oregon cornerback Brandon Finney. There's also another receiver flip target for Michigan out of the 2025 three-star Maryland commit Justin Devon, who has been talking to Michigan a little bit recently, and he is considering a Michigan visit, so that could be another option. There's also a couple others. Another big one, though, is the current four-star Auburn cornerback commit Donovan Starr. Now, Alabama has emerged as a serious school in the mix for Donovan Starr as well, but Michigan, they've been going after him for a while now. He is set to be on campus later for the Michigan State game. Illinois is another school in the mix as well. But talking about Michigan, he did tell On3's Steve Wiltfong they produce top-tier defensive backs, always have a great defense, and just the constant communication, the love they've been showing me. So that's another top priority target for Michigan. They do already have the four-star cornerback Jaden Sanders committed. That is right now their only cornerback commit, though. So another guy Michigan is in the mix for is the 2025 four-star safety Jordan Young from the state of North Carolina. We've talked a little bit about him before. However, he did tell 24/7 Sports that I feel like NC State and Clemson are neck and neck right now, and then Michigan is next after that. He is set to come on for a visit, though, again during the Michigan State game, so another visitor for the Michigan State game there. Then a rising 2026 target is the Gonzaga linebacker Tyson Harley. He's currently an unranked recruit, but he is on the rise right now. He is a teammate of the top 100 safety commit in the 2025 class, Kainoa Winston. Michigan kind of starting to build a pipeline at Gonzaga, and he told E.G. Holland of the Wolverine about his visit to the USC game. He said the visit was great. It was a great experience, really good game. Michigan also did offer him. He said it meant a lot to me to get the offer. He said he loves the Michigan defense, and he said, I'm definitely looking hard at Michigan. I'm looking at other schools as well, but I like Michigan. I like the cultures, the coaches. Right now, we're building a great relationship. And he also said that Kainoa Winston has been recruiting him a good amount, and he said they are pretty close. So good news there. And to wrap up this video, I did want to talk about what Quinten Johnson said. He's obviously one of Michigan's veteran players on the defensive side, and Michigan's secondary, they have been struggling mightily. Their passing defense, all the statistics, they rank really, really low so far this season. But Johnson, a couple days ago, he said it was a moment of reflection, and it led into a week of reflection. He said it's all about how we can go about taking that loss, that adversity, and getting better from it. He did say, after 24 hours, we flushed it, and we got better from it. And he said the mentality of the team right now, he said, bounce back. Are you a fighter or are you not? The only way is forward, so the only way to really go is forward. He said I could give you a lot of what if scenarios or how you respond to this and that, but he said, you look in the mirror and see what can you do to get better. He said all of our goals are still in front of us. We got to make sure we don't lose sight of that. At the end of the day, everything we want is still attainable, and adversity is something that as a man you shouldn't crave, but when it happens, how you respond to it is going to define you. So we don't run from it, and we appreciate it. We have an opportunity to show the world what we can do. So the bye week for Michigan kind of came at a really good time following that tough loss to Washington. Michigan, they got Jack Tuttle back. He's getting a lot more reps here in the next 2 weeks with the offense ahead of the Illinois game. The defense, they have a lot to clean up, especially their passing defense. So his team has a stretch of games here where they got to go out and play their best football, and it starts October 19th against Illinois on the road. How this team will respond, we shall see. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. Again, shout out to BetUS. Go ahead, check them out. And with that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.